Guys, I got some very good news for all my Bernie Sanders supporters out there. Bernie Sanders has won two states today on March 5th. He has won the states of Kansas and Nebraska. Now, Kansas, there's 33 delegates, and Sanders got 68% of the vote. Clinton got 32% of the vote. And Sanders got 23 delegates to Clinton's 10 delegates in that state. The state of Nebraska, he won it by around 55% of the vote to Clinton's 45% of the vote. Nebraska has 25 delegates, Sanders gets 14, and Clinton gets 10. Now that's with around 85% reporting. But unfortunately, in the state of Louisiana, he lost. And from the percentage points that I looked at, he lost. He got like 20, like low 20% of the vote, and Hillary got over 80% of the vote. So as of right now, the current estimated delegates for Clinton is 608 and Sanders is 410. Now, a lot of people will look at that and then they'll also look at the overwhelming super delegate lead that Hillary has and say that, oh man, Bernie's toast. He can win. Well, the thing is, the Super Tuesday states and a lot of states that have voted already tend to be conservative states where he was going to do poorly from the get-go. But now we're going into the rest of the country, the Midwest, where he's winning Kansas, Nebraska, he won Oklahoma, and then tomorrow they're going to be fighting for Maine, where there is 25 delegates, and he's probably going to win that state because it's in the New England state. But the real test will be this Tuesday when it's Michigan and Mississippi, and more importantly, Michigan, where there's 130 delegates at stake. And if Sanders can win this state, then it will secure, I would say probably it will start as a comeback, I would say, because Michigan is a Midwestern state. I live in Ohio. A lot of the problems that Michigan faces, we in Ohio face, and a lot of those issues stem from the disastrous free trade policies. More specifically, NAFTA, which was signed under the Bill Clinton administration, and it's fair to attack Hillary for her husband's decision since she was actively politically lobbying for her husband's policies, and then she was also a politician, an elected politician after Clinton was in office. So it's fair to attack Hillary for the policies of her husband and the stuff that she championed and lobbied for her husband. So please, Michigan, the nation is looking at you for this victory. We want to make this state a V in the scorecard for Sanders, because Hillary Clinton, she's a corporate shill. She doesn't care about the American people. She takes she does speaking engagements for too big to fail banks. You really think she's going to go in there and regulate? No, she's not. She's not going to break up the big banks. You know what she says? She says something along the lines like, I'm going to tell them what they're doing is bad. That means she ain't going to do nothing. Bernie Sanders said he's going to come in there, break up the big banks. If it's too big to fail, it's too big to exist. And Hillary Clinton just basically scoffed at the issue, and she tried to downplay how important that specific issue is to the American people. Because if one of the 6 too big to fail banks fails, then down goes the economy, and 4 out of those 6 banks have gotten bigger since the Great Recession. So, and then also Bernie Sanders is in favor of Glass-Steagall legislation, which another thing that happened in the Clinton administration was they got rid of Glass-Steagall, and a lot of people say that Glass-Steagall, the repeal of Glass-Steagall was a big reason why we had the collapse in 2008. So please look at the candidates, look at the issues. Don't vote for someone because you like them, because of popularity issues. Look at where they stand on the issues. And Bernie Sanders is consistent from the get-go. That's why I'm voting for Bernie Sanders, and I hope that you guys and ladies will vote for Bernie Sanders. This Tuesday, tomorrow, and in the general election, because he's actually defeating all the Republican candidates by a far larger margin than Hillary Clinton.